I want to welcome the guest of the episode, Damien Ocampo, aka Hooked LV, who is one of I think the fastest growing foodie on the Las Vegas scene, leading what I consider the third generation of social media foodies in the city. Damien has catapulted himself to another level of popularity due to his awesome TikTok accounts, his talent in editing, but mostly I think it's his voice, which as a result has grown his IG account in a huge way, with over 250K followers on TikTok, over 55K on IG, both of which will probably be way higher by the time the show airs. I welcome Damien, aka Hooked LV, to the podcast. Welcome here.
Yo, what's up? Thanks for having me, Phil. The
How you
OG.
doing, man? I think that everyone who, upon meeting you, sees the hunger, the hustle, the desire that you have. And I think that's why you've assimilated so well to the whole group. I mean, I think all of us, me, Drew, Lindsay, we've never talked about you all together at once, but I think we see, where you want to go, where you want to be, and totally admire that and want to support that. So I love the success that you're having. And I think it's going to be, even bigger. This is just the beginning. So I'm totally stoked for you.
Yeah, I feel like I'm still in day one. I feel like I'm just getting started, but every day is definitely a learning experience. And I'm definitely grateful for all of you, small accounts, big accounts, everybody in the community. We definitely support each other. I think that's one of the cool things about Vegas, that we have it's just a small handful of us. I feel like we all know each other, and we definitely all support each other for sure.
But talk to me about your foray into TikTok, because that's what really skyrocketed a lot of stuff for you.
Yeah, I think I had one of my friends ask me do you think TikTok changed your life? And I was like, I think I could say, yeah. I think it really 10x just like where I could be. Like, I feel like where I want to make it make sense. Like, I feel like where I would be today would just, I don't feel like I'm anywhere yet, but I feel like where I would be today is where I would be like next year if it wasn't for TikTok. So I think TikTok really 10x'd everything. And at first I was kind of skeptical about TikTok. I thought it was kind of cheesy. I mean, just like any new app that you get into, and not every day. It's not every day that you hop into a new social media app, right? Because they're not popping up every day. But when I hopped onto TikTok, I was a little skeptical at first. I didn't really know what you could do with it. As you would scroll, all you would see is like little kids dancing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I got off the app I posted maybe for like a month, and then I just stopped posting on January 2020 when I started posting consistently. And then, my first post that blew up was a post from this Sammy's Firewood Pizza. So they have this like hot rock, and then you could cook raw meat on it. Cook the meat on the rock. Mm-hmm. That one got 900,000 views, almost 1 million. And from there, I just saw potential in it and kind of, took it more serious for sure.
Yeah. When did you make the conscious decision to do voiceovers versus the traditional just IG video that you throw up on TikTok after?
The first voiceover that I did was 8 ounce cream barbecue, and I think it was kind of just like a test. Like as soon as I uploaded, I heard it and I just wanted to delete it. But I just like, nah, I'm just gonna leave it, see what it does. And it ended up going viral. I think it has like 700,000 plays, or I think that's too much. It went viral though. Yeah, a few 100,000 views, I think, or around there. Maybe I'm lying. I don't know. I don't remember now. But that 8 ounce, and I just saw potential in how it performed, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna try to do voiceovers every time. And as you do more and more, you get more comfortable with them. But yeah, at first I just wanted to kind of delete the first video I posted.
Yeah, but I think now, especially with the Vegas scene, your voice is instantly recognizable. A lot of people that on TikTok will recognize you right away if you're talking about food. And there's a certain flow to the way you talk on TikTok that's super cool. Is that just something that came sporadically, or did you make a conscious effort to have it be that way?
I just kind of just talk in the video, really, and that's I don't really have like a a strategy to make a video. I kind of just I record it. I see which audio would the audio that works best with that video, and then I just kind of do the voiceover. Yeah, not really any type of like script or flow specifically like towards it. But I'm glad that you say that, though. I mean, it sounds like the videos are okay, I guess.
Oh, totally. Like the Taco Tuesday one where you're outside the person's house. Like,
Oh, yeah.
so good.
So I saw that was a trend, right? I saw that was a trend on, on the For You page, and so I was like, what can I do with that? So that's when I did with Carnitas on Claudio. I did that video. So, and actually, it was pretty funny. I got some funny like comments on it.
Oh, so good. So good. The music was perfect. And so that's a big thing too for someone looking to make a splash is it going through the trending page to see what's been hitting? I mean, is that something that influences you?
Yeah. So definitely consuming content, not wasting. I feel like sometimes I waste time on it, but not really. I try not to waste time on it. But it's when I go on it, it's definitely to consume content and see what's trendy, see what sounds are catchy, see what sounds are. Because sometimes the songs that you see on TikTok, the TikTok viral like little playlist, it's not all the songs that are viral. It could be some that some creators make, and that the song pops off, and I kind of just save that audio and use it. So yeah, I definitely do consume some content and definitely see what trends are out there.
Back with what I call the blow up breakdown. This is where we highlight the one of the guests' biggest posts or most favorite posts. And in this case, it's actually both. Is this your biggest post?
Yeah, 7.7 million. But I think the post in total has like 15 million plays because there's some big accounts on Instagram that reshared it too. They have a few million followers. So I think the post in total probably got like 10 million views or so, which I think is crazy. But this specific video has 7.7 million, or 7.4, something like that.
So legendary post I've seen hundreds of times. Yeah. So walk me through, like, how did you choose why did you go with the classical music? Why did you, I mean, the angles, the shots that you took, why do you think this went off like it did?
So I picked the classical. So I picked the classical music. That little audio. People are familiar with it. It was in the TikTok viral like little album thing. And since I was gonna do a voiceover, I thought it would just kind of go with the flow of the video. Like not because it definitely has action in the video, right? But I think it would flow with the video pretty well. So I picked that, and then the audio. Honestly, I think this is when I was still getting. I think this was when I was first still doing voiceovers, so I kind of didn't really have I was kind of nervous making it, right? And I didn't think it was gonna blow up, and I guess it did. But I think what really catches people's attention is it's like when they're putting the pasta inside the Fat Baby, and I think people can relate like sort of kind of sexual to that. So if you can see in the comments, people like kind of talk about that and stuff like that. Also the cheese pour. I mean, that in itself is what makes the Fat Baby that.
Full disclosure, I actually run Amano's Instagram account, and the reaction was pretty much immediate. I would say for at least the next 2 months, the line was out the fucking door all the time. Some days was up to 3 hours wait to even eat in the dining room. I mean, huge impact on such a small mom and pop shop on ANN 95. Definitely got at least 10K followers on IG from it, and it really went off. And I think, speaking for myself, this is really proof of concept that, TikTok has the ability to take food to the next level. If we can flip back, speaking of young, so you said you were in UNLV for a little bit, and then you just decided to put that on the shelf.
I was at UNLV for a year. I completed a year, and I was like a week into my second semester, and I was like, I don't think this is for me, like ever since I was young, I always had that drive to, do more with my life. Like I didn't like the idea of having to work for someone else. I wanted to do my own thing, have my own business. And when I was younger, like for example, I would go door to door to people's houses in my neighborhood, ask to pick up their dog poop, ask to pick up the weeds.
Really?
Yep. Yeah. Me and three of my childhood friends, we would go around to different neighborhoods. I mean, yeah, to different neighborhoods in my area, and we would knock on doors, picking up dog poop and picking up weeds from the ground and stuff. So yeah, I think we made like $100 that summer. I thought back then that was a lot of money to me. I was at UNLV a year, a weekend, a week into my second year, and I was in history class. I was falling asleep, like literally like falling asleep, and I was like, I do not want to be here. I don't think this is for me. I feel like I was on my laptop looking at other stuff, researching things that I can do, not even caring about what the history teacher was talking about. And I told the guy next to me, I don't know if this guy ever will remember me, but I told the guy next to me that I don't think I'm gonna come back. Like I want to do my own business. And he was just, it was like another student in class, and I never came back. I left. I don't know if I left class. Yeah, when the class ended, I left, and I just never came back. And the guy's probably wondering where I am. I think that's pretty.
He probably follows you now. And went to
maybe he follows you now. But I think that was before I had the Hooked LV page. But yeah, just decided to leave school and just kind of really do things on my own. And I feel like doing this, I've really been able to build relationships and connections I've never would have made. And I think I've learned so much not being in school. Basically, with what I want to do with my future, I think I've learned so much that I would have never learned in school, or would have. I think those 4 years in school really would have slowed me down to where I am right now, where I want to be in the future.
Wow, that's inspiration, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, so, it's not for everybody, school, but for me, it definitely wasn't. And I think I get some backlash from family, because we as a Hispanic family, we think school is everything, and I'm glad I've been able to show my parents that you definitely don't need school to be successful, and you could be way more successful than someone who has a college degree. But no backlash, nothing bad to anyone who has a college degree. But just for me, I'm glad that I've been able to prove to my parents at least that, you don't need school to be successful.
That's awesome. And then, you look at like Gary V's posts basically saying, fuck college, fuck all this stuff now.
I think it's a waste of time. Like I said, I learned more in these past 2 years than I learned in the 4 year in college, right?
Right.
Like when it comes to building a business and finance and all that. I think I've learned all that through experience and through failure and through the day-to-day life of owning a business, for sure.